Welcome to Game 2 of the DreamLeague Season 11 match between Evil Geniuses and Keen Gaming. My name is Acrillus. We'll try to. I realize that I'm like slowing these videos down a little too much, and I want to try and present myself as like if I was like live casting the game as much as possible. So we'll just try and get into it immediately. Start the game up, see how things go. As we
Fire
know,
team
Evil
ban.
Genius is taking a pretty convincing game one, though they
Radiant team's turn to
did have a
ban.
pretty unique comp where they went for kills mostly and like pressured objectives off of the lead they had. Um,
Dire team's turn
it
to
was a
ban.
it was an unbalanced composition because it lacked like any split pushing, but it worked out since Evil Geniuses made the right plays, got a lot of picks onto the right people. They got the picks onto 11, the offlaner, like as soon as he got like the gold lead on everyone and like put him down to fifth place from
Radiant team
first.
ban.
Well, as soon as the PA got a battle fish, she immediately got ganked and killed top. Like it's just they had so many entryways for initiation and ganks onto them that it was so overwhelming. But hopefully we see a different approach here from King Gaming in game two as they go for the immediate
Dire
Viper
team's
ban,
turn to ban.
locking Sumail out from that hero. Looks like Yi not
Radiant
confident enough
team's
that
turn to
he can
ban.
play a good lane against that Viper. The response going to be the Razor ban, pretty similar kind of laner, slightly aggressive, which also has elements of like you know speed farming through the jungle with his with his Q. KG's other band's gonna be the Oracle and the Life Stealer, locking out the Life Stealer from last game. Something
10
else they
seconds
probably don't want to
remaining.
have to deal with, especially since they didn't draft anything with spell
5
piercing
seconds remaining.
spells. So I guess they're not confident that they can play that kind of like Life Stealer draft mind game during the whole draft. So they're gonna opt to leave it out. The Oracle being a key element of a different type of composition, usually with like a hard carry like Troll, or a frontliner that really just requires to be in the middle of the team at all times. So speaking of which, it complements really well with the Death Prophet they played last game, but they banned it out, so not a
Dire team's
possibility
turn
for
to pick.
them. As the first pick is going to be picked up from Keem Gaming. Evil Geniuses band's going to be the Lone Druid, Razor, and the Venomancer. Lone Druid being pretty atypical or pretty typical as like one of those picks that can flex to almost any lane and still do well and still be a really strong fighter, carry type bruiser, as well as a split pusher with the bear. So
10 seconds remaining.
yeah, other than that, the Venomancer ban is
5
pretty
seconds remaining.
weird from Evil Geniuses. Didn't really expect a Venomancer pick anytime this draft, but if it was, then it would be an offlaner pick, right? Like that's the only thing it works good for these in this meta, I
Radiant
think.
team's turn to pick.
As a call pick again from King Gaming, looks like they're confident in this Cottle pick that it was a good idea. I didn't really see the use of it as like they got thrashed in laning phase. Like Evil Geniuses drafted like witch or they drafted Witch Doctor and Clockwork that just absolutely bodied everyone like on King Gaming. Like
10 seconds
I'm pretty sure
remaining.
Yi died to a gank from crit, Dark died doing gank from
5
crit,
seconds remaining.
Kaka died from a gank to crit, 11 died from a gank to crit. I think at one point Chicken also died from a gank. No, he died to Artesian Fly. Since Fly was on that Witch Doctor, the
Radiant team's
Maledict made
turn
it
to
pretty
pick.
easy to pick up that kill. As Evil Genius is gonna opt for another aggressive strategy with that Ursa pick. With that Ursa pick, it is a possibility of it being safe lane or off lane. In this scenario, since they picked the Coddle, which is the position 5, there's a good possibility it's the offlane pick to try and pressure. Since Coddle doesn't really have
10
any good
seconds remaining.
disengaging tools and really no elements of CC, so
5 seconds remaining.
an Ursa pick should make it very hard for the safe lane carry of King Gaming this game, unless they decide to lane
Dire
swap
team's
again.
turn to pick.
But the second pick going to be the Dark Willow for
Dire
Evil
team ban.
Geniuses, no longer banned as it was in the last draft. So we'll see how that pans out. Dark Willow is a pretty good early game tool for like catching people out if you're
Radiant
like
team
really
ban.
aggressive, but is also prone to dying in
Dire
like
team's turn to
in
ban.
ganks and stuff like that really easily. So Shadow Realm makes it a little harder for her to die, but Tiny doesn't require like a Tiny or Coddle both don't require you to target Dark Willow. Like you can hit Avalanche either way, Illuminate hits either way, Toss technically hits either way. So we'll see how that pick pans out as the response position 4
10
pick going to be
seconds
the
remaining.
Tiny for probably Dark here or no, it's going to be Kaka.
5 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Tiny being really good. Ever since they changed Tiny so that he's like Avalanche is different, he's been a stronger like off lane mid laner kind of. Since the burst is obviously on Tiny really nice. But since they nerfed the tree toss and laning is a lot harder with Tiny now that tree is on a higher cooldown and doesn't do as much. Yeah, it's better at position 4. Toss is just broken. Being able
Radiant
to
team's
toss
turn to
people
ban.
back the whole screen length away to your teammate, like directly on top of them, makes it so much easier. Like King Gaming could possibly pick up a gyro here, like things that combo together well with it, like a Juggernaut perhaps, or an Ursa in that case. But Tiny gonna be a nice pick to be good disengage. It's possible that they go support Tiny to against the Ursa. I think it's
10
probably the
seconds
better
remaining.
decision for
Radiant
them to
team's
do,
turn to pick.
because the toss almost guarantees that Ursa can never go on Tiny, and the Avalanche makes it really hard for Ursa to go on the safe lane carry. So a pretty intelligent pick from King Gaming here. We'll see if they use it to match up against the Ursa. That'll probably be the best case scenario. If they
Dire
lose
team's
out
turn
on
to
the
pick.
lane swaps, then that'd also be a dangerous scenario. Didn't talk about the second wave of bans as a third pick for Evil Geniuses comes out. Weaver ban and Batrider ban, two very offensive laners that Evil Geniuses really don't want to have to deal with. Very hard to kill them too. The Firefly and Chikuchi both being really nice mobility spells. And Batrider can,
10
with a
seconds
lasso, be
remaining.
pretty lethal in team fights. So Evil Genius is trying to make it as
5
uncomfortable for King
seconds
Gaming to
remaining.
pick as possible. As King Gaming respond with the Darkseer and Bane bans. The Bane going to be a really nice lockdown tool. Not really their priority though, I think. But the draft shaping up. Now that I think about it, the Bane picks is pretty decent against whatever hard K they play, because the Bane has enough range to stand outside of Will-O-Wisp and kind of be at a safe distance. But the Witch Doctor's a nice choice too. Fly obviously going to be the one to pick that up, but talking about the Darkseer pick as well, or the Darkseer ban. I think King
Radiant
Gaming are
team's
too
turn to
caught up
pick.
on last game. I don't think the Darkseer ban is like worth it. No, the Surge was pretty influential in their games. Like it pretty much made it so that no one had to get a blink, which was very nice overall. Yeah, I can say that the Darkseer ban is reasonable. As a Sven is picked up from King Gaming, gonna be that hard carry option,
10 seconds
possibly
remaining.
off lane, but I do see it having better success in the safe lane.
5 seconds remaining.
That's gonna be a pretty dangerous tool in the later parts of the game. If that Sven decides to go blink, which he probably should, or some way to get into the back line. If he just walks up and just ulties and tries to man fight an Ursa, I don't know. Could also potentially just be used. I don't know. Sven likes fighting, but he also likes having items before he fights. And like at no point in the game after his first item does he not like fighting, but it can always be better fighting if you have another item, you know? Like Sven is like the ultimate like if I greed, then I'll just fucking roll on everyone. Like God of Strength can like two hit someone with Echo Saber and Chrysalis.
Dire team's turn
So
to
if you
pick.
get like that small like that combo, and Echo Saber and Chrysalis are pretty cheap. Like combined total is probably less than 4,500 gold. Combined with the blink puts it up to 6,000 gold. So about 7,000 net worth till he gets like what he really wants to fight with, 7 or 8,000 I think. Because you have to count in boots too, as well as like all the region items. So yeah, probably
10
around
seconds remaining.
7,000 net worth would be the best time for him to fight. Though
5
he'll probably
seconds
fight somewhere
remaining.
around 5,000 or 6,000 even. Once he gets like blink. But we'll see. He might also go drums. Drums being another popular engage tool. The aura and the movement speed boost really being nice on the active
Radiant
to
team ban.
help teams really catch up and really commit to a pick as the puck pick comes out from King Gaming in response to the Brewmaster pick. The Brewmaster is obviously going to go off lane, so it is a safe lane Ursa. The puck's going to go mid. Sven's probably going to go safe lane. Tiny's definitely position 4. Keeper of the Light's obviously position 5. So EG have their mid pick left, and King
10
Gaming
seconds
have their
remaining.
off lane pick left. Things are going to be pretty scary
Dire
here,
team
as
ban.
evil geniuses are forced to reveal that the Ursa is indeed the safe lane. Uh, People probably already knew that though. Troll ban comes out, not really what I'd expect. So evil geniuses are anticipating the Sven to most likely be off lane, or they're just saying that if Troll were to be picked, that's probably the worst case scenario for them because this Fen can go off
10
lane.
seconds remaining.
So rather than playing by the largest chance of
5
it being an
seconds remaining.
offlaner and picking out, they're going for what's more reasonable to be like a counter to them and eliminating that counter. So I like it. I like the choice to do that instead of just like committing for like an Underlord ban or something, like an offlaner ban, like a Leshrac ban. Speaking of Leshrac, not looking too bad here, I think, because King Gaming need more split push. Evil Geniuses have no split push. King Gaming have no split push. They're all team fight here and like pick potential. Hmm, we'll see. The biggest factors in this game are going to be the Witch Doctor and the Dark Willow, and how they set up like ganks and fights earlier on. The response from Tiny is going to be pretty important. As long as the Coddle doesn't die, he really doesn't matter. Like, as long as he gets to level 6 without dying, he should be fine. If the Coddle dies, then obviously that's the worst thing he can do, but the best thing he can do is really just sit back and not
Dire
die.
King's turn to pick.
Like, he just needs to not die and get a Will-O-Wisp off, because not a lot of these supports from Evil Geniuses are going to have the range to stand outside the Will-O-Wisp. Fly potentially with the Death Ward, but it's pretty easy to catch him with the Wisp if he commits it first. And they have a lot of tools for interrupting it as well, so.
10
Everyone on
seconds
King
remaining.
Gaming has some way to stop Death Ward. There's Stormhammer for Sven,
5
Avalanche
seconds
from Tiny,
remaining.
which is a really nice tool, by the way, with the multiple procs. Puck with the Silence and the Dream Coil, Coddle with the Wisp, so gonna be a tough game to get the Death Wards off, though it was only really used for getting picks in the last game, so.
Radiant Team's turn to pick.
We'll see how it plans out. The Doom pick coming up for King Gaming as they opt for the offlane instead of the Sven offlane. Doom being a really meta offlaner, really consistent. If he gets like with the Devourer, it pretty much just guarantees that he's gonna have gold either way. So not really much that people can do against a Doom
10
in an
seconds
offlane,
remaining.
especially if you're like a safe lane carry and like a support that's
5
kind of just
seconds
focusing
remaining.
on farming. But Evo Geniuses do not have that type of comp, so we'll see how the Ursa fares against the Doom. EG might opt to go for the lane swap and match the Ursa against the Sven. Could also be a possibility, but that Tiny is definitely, I think, has to follow the Sven. I don't think you can. I don't know. So if EG want a decent lane, it's gonna be hard playing Ursa Witch Doctor against a Doom Tiny. There's enough CC there to keep the Ursa out, but if they get a good Paralyzing Cast and a Maledict and they lock him down for enough Fury Swipes to get in, then I can see it working out. But we'll notice how the lane pans out in probably the first 5 minutes, or we'll see how like who's the better laner in like the first minute or so. I think we're gonna see it early on, who gets the advantage in the lane. As Evil Genius is gonna deliver in this mid pick here, Lena locked out, so not possible to be picked up. Could potentially pick up the Death Prophet here in response,
Choose your
as they opt
hero.
for the Underlord. So Sumail with that Underlord mid. Interesting choice here. Not sure it's the best choice, because Evil Geniuses don't have a way of. I don't know. The mid. I feel like you just overcommitted to melees here. Like, Brew's gonna be able to primal split, and that's cool, but as soon as that goes down, he's useless. And against the Sven, it's gonna be hard. I don't know. I don't know how EG is gonna use their comp here. Obviously, the two in the three in the middle, Crit, Fly, and S4, who's gonna pick up the Brewmaster, are gonna be the most important in fights. Like, they're all the CC, and if they land like their
10
skills
seconds
well, then
remaining.
things should go well. In theory, but the execution is
5
going to be really
seconds
tough,
remaining.
as is the laning for them, especially against these guys. As yeah, it's going to be the Kaka on the Tiny, so it is position for Tiny. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go with the Sven, or just like follow the Ursa around all game, but I think it's a better choice to do that instead of just by default putting your Coddle together with your Sven. The double Stormhammer is pretty good. Actually, no, that's not a bad combo at all. Stormhammer with Illuminate. First level Illuminate's only 2 seconds, which is the stun of Stormhammer, so guaranteed damage there. Could potentially go for a level 1. Kaka can definitely try and toss him back into that combo. And KG have a really nice level 1. Evo Geniuses, on the other hand, Sumail is just gonna hit Firestorm on mid for like 10 minutes and probably get an Atos, I would expect. That's probably he's gonna be his go-to for this game. S4 is obviously just gonna be a primal split bot and split pusher. He's probably gonna get boots of travel or drums or something that lets him rotate faster. Crit and Fly, pretty typical support build. Gonna be interested to see what RTZ opts for in this game. Blink's probably gonna be the best choice, but that leaves him to be really squishy against Sven and Doom and Tiny and Puck, who all have like good amounts of burst. So he might just opt for something different as we get started in game one here. Or sorry, game two here. Almost forgot that we had a game one, but yeah. We'll see if EG can lock out a quick 2-0 or if KG have identified their weaknesses and are going for a comeback. Underlord is so big. Hold on. What is this? This guy's huge. Can I take a look at him? Yeah, what the heck? He's enormous. He's the size of the tower. What? We'll get back to the game. Yeah, but let's see. Ping's out. Looks like they're looking to zone out in the bottom. Dire Shrine. Chicken could potentially be going bottom here in the off lane. Looks like they might be going for the swap again. But EG might be anticipating this as well, as RTZ is mid with S4. Looking to swap up in the lanes. No information yet from Crit as
30
to
seconds
who's
to
there
battle.
for the room, so not much else they could do. Yeah, RTZ's gonna sit mid until they figure out which laner's where. Probably from the bounty runes here, as KG are definitely gonna go for an offensive play. Yep. Fly's gonna be able to spot out the two. RTZ's gonna realize that that's where they're going, and they're gonna commit to that top lane for him. Crit gonna be the one to go with him in this case. 11 gonna be on the other side as well, so I guess EG think they're gonna be able to bully this Doom.
The battle's starting.
As yep, the bounty rune trades come in, even on both sides. Crit should be able to pick up this bounty rune no problem. RTZ looks to be going top against 11's Doom. Mid's gonna be obviously Yi against Sumail. We'll see how the Underlord pick shapes out. I think it's pretty good pick against Puck overall. Like, it's good lockdown against the Puck. Prevent him from taking the illusory orb out. Um, but I don't know how well it's going to do in the mid game where Puck rotates a lot faster, can get fights in a lot faster. Ooh, Sentry Ward to take out the mid lane ward. Yee, opting for the Waning Rift level 1. Sumail probably didn't expect that. I see Atrophy level 1, yeah. Not really doing too well. We'll see how these lanes pan out. I'm interested to see why they comboed these two together. Looks like the mana regen from Coddle is going to be more of a priority on 11. As he just spams Inferno Blade over and over. Yeah, that's probably going to be what happens. Arteezy is going to need a lot more regen. Or a lot more opportunities to kill 11. But we'll see how the build pans out. Looks like I think 11's probably going to go for something that, like, I think he's probably not going to get. No, I think he's going to get a Scorching Earth. I think Scorching Earth is too important against Nursa to not get. Like, you need the movement speed to escape. But we'll probably see the most action in the top lane, I think. We'll take a look at the last hits. Sumail in the lead, along with S4. That's just the first wave, though. His net worth is pretty same. Yeah, pretty identical across everyone else. I'm interested to see how the spend pick pans out. Chicken, it's like does have the Stout Shield and the Culling Blade. Not sure what he's gonna go for next, but hopefully it's a Blink or potentially Shadow Blade or Drums. I think Drums is a good possibility. He denies the deny from the range creep. I think it's a possibility, but I think it's also a chance that RTZ goes Drums instead. But I think RTZ's best choice is like Vlad's and the Blink. Or something similar. Something of that nature. It's also a big possibility. There's also like the problem with Sumail. I don't know what Sumail's gonna get. He's obviously gonna go 2 bracers to get the magic resistance and lane well against Puck. Is Kaka here with an Invis rune. Trying to look for a toss, I think, but the Sentry Ward's gonna spawn him out. Should have known, yeah. You should have pinged out that ward. They should have known that the Sentry was there because he did kill the yellow ward that was in mid. So Sumail did kill the yellow ward that was in mid. So they should have known. A slight mistake, but I don't think that game was going to work out anyway, so not much lost overall. Kaka using his invis rune to just gain information. Probably pressure fly a little bit, yep, from the pull. See if we can deny as many XP loss as possible, or as much XP loss as possible as far as to have a pretty easy time. I mean, Drunken Brawler's are gonna make it so that he can trade well enough. Maledict out on the Kaka. As we see some trades here and there. 11 gonna pick up that Centaurs. He does get the Cursed Crown on him together with the Bramble Maze. That's gonna lock him up long enough for the Fury Swipes to kill him, right? One more hit should be good enough. Yep, his first blood's picked up for RTZ. EG getting the lead again on this game. It looks like Luminate very narrowly dodged by TZ. Yeah, like I said, this Coddle pick I don't think is good for lane. Unless you hit like every single Illuminate. Blinding Light's okay, but like these things cost 250 mana. But like both spells together cost 250 mana, which is half of Coddle's mana pool right now. And Chakra Magic only restores 80, which isn't even enough for like one Blinding Light cast. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I think Wisp is strong. Not strong enough now though. I think the meta's shifted away from it and people haven't realized it yet, but that's, I mean, still a strong pick. So can't discount it too much. As not much else going on here. Yi found this arcane rune, so he's gonna pick that up. Looks like he is having a hard time against Sumail, who's probably maxing Firestorm. Can't really max Atrophy since he's not gonna be able to take advantage of that passive where he gets at permanent damage every time he gets a kill. I doubt he'll kill Puckman at any point in this game. Yeah, looks like he's just going in the center jungle whenever he can. Yi gonna try and scout out for him, thinking he's taking that camp on the side, but doesn't notice that he's in the jungle as both laners kind of mistimed on the bottom lane for these bounty runes. Old Chicken gonna get jumped on here, but KG, yep, as they peel out, are gonna get the priority of these bounty runes. A slight mistake out from EG as they lose 1 and instead go 1 to 3 in favor of KG for the bounty runes. Just a small mistake here and there, not too bad, but still, I mean, when you're in a game where you want to take the lead on things and win early, especially against a Sven, this is not the most optimal start for them. You know, their kill's nice as 11 gets hit with the Cursed Crown again. Probably just gonna get zoned out by the Blinding Light here. Yep, 11 does take a huge chunk of damage here. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need this Tiny here in this lane. You're just gonna take too much punishment every time they try and go on. Like, the Coddle's not gonna be able to keep up with his mana in order to continuously disengage. Crit getting 2 denies in a row. That's pretty hot. Though they don't know Kaka's here, so EG could potentially get baited into a bad fight here. As 11 taking a pretty aggressive stance. The Cursed Crown gonna go out on him again as the Avalanche Toss gonna go on Arteezy. Wow, big combo on him, kills him almost immediately. I think how much damage was that? Oh Jesus, 70. Looks like, yeah, okay. The death from Arteezy really the only thing I can see. Damage recap, 783 damage out under Arteezy as one combo. Is that Toss? Be something happen mid as the Dream Coil out on Sumail gets hit by the Waiting Rift, so he's silenced as well. Avalanche gonna come in too. Yep, Illusory Orb is back off cooldown. That's gonna be the thing that finishes him off. 2 kills in a row. The response gonna be a gank from Fly on the Old Chicken though, so the safe lane goes down on both sides of the map. Advantage to probably KG for that play there. Yeah, puts him in the 1k lead. KG gonna be the Kaka's the biggest winner of this exchange, I think, in the past minute or so. He does have 500 gold now, probably going to be able to get either a portion of... What does he want? Medallion? Blink? I think he wants Blink, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Yeah, gank out on Arteezy again, should get Avalanche again as Shrines from Kaka. The Toss going to be able to finish him off. Not good for EG here as they get bullied again. Yigo's going to be on the rotation. The 2 supports from EG not really going to be enough here. Could potentially get dived. Yeah, Dreamcoil's going to come out on the fly. He's going to try and heal up, but it's not going to be enough regen. Cursed Crown going on to Kaka to try and stop this gank. Because TP from S4 to try and make a change. Arteezy coming in with his series swipes. You're going to get that overpower on the Kaka. Only a couple hits in though. Panda Bear from S4 going to lock down this Puck. Could potentially kill him with the Shadow Realm. Waning Rift again, Illusory Orb. Is he going to get out? The kill's picked up. Yep, from S4. Not enough to get him out of there. As Arteezy picks up the kill on the Kaka. Sword return kill in exchange. Managed to kick up the mid, so not too bad of a fight. Went pretty even overall. Just unfortunate that our TC died again. That's going to put him slightly behind in gold as he picks up his phase boots, yeah. 11's doing alright. He's got phase boots before him.
Not much good's happening
Dark,
to Radiant's bottom
obviously
tower.
not doing as good as he should be. What you can expect from a coddle pick. Kaka should be doing pretty well for himself. Yep, wait from nothing to all the items he needs to sustain himself, as well as the tranquils to allow him to roam pretty efficiently. What has Sumail been doing?
Someone better help
Killing the
out his
11.
middle tower.
Yep. No one rotated out from EG there. Not sure why 11 stayed, but pretty greedy of him overall. Like, if you're bottom with Chicken and Kaka are pushing the tower and you don't see anyone, then you should assume that they're top, right? I don't know. I think it's just not a good decision. If he had waited for like 10 seconds and then like decided to lane again, then maybe, but I think it was just a little too early for him to think it was safe as a drink quiet. I don't know, Sumail again. Sumail's just gonna channel the Dark Rift, try and get out of there. Gets the take a look at his skills while we're at it. Pin and Malice to prevent much follow up onto him. Does TP out safely to the bottom tower? TP back to base. SKG pick up the bottom tier 1 tower. First tower of the game, it seems. So advantage to them in that situation. EG were the first one to pick up the tower last game, if I remember correctly. So, bit of a change, bit of an improvement overall. KG looking a lot better than last game here. Not taking, well, still taking casualties, but returning pretty well enough that they're trading evenly in most situations. As EG are going to commit to this lane swap, it looks like, as S4 is here trying to lock down the bounty runes. KG should probably be able to pick up this bounty rune first. This crit going to try and come in time. 53 seconds on it. Looks like he's going to go for it. His Chicken should have Stormhammer up to try and deny it. He's going to just Shadow Realm to try and dodge it, but didn't dodge it in time as the rune goes to Old Chicken. Gonna get hit by the Bramble Maze though, so that one's locked down for a crit. Even exchange on bounty runes again, surprisingly enough, so not much else they're gonna do. Crit's gonna TP out. Should get a ping out from Old Chicken indicating that EG should be focusing their efforts on top. Okay, so they faked out the lane swap, and no one's bottom at all. So Arteezy was just taking jungle camps. As for smoking up together with 3 members of EG, probably looking for a good chance to use Primal Split again since it should be up, yeah. Don't have Death Ward for this fight, so things might be a little more dangerous than they'd hoped it to be, but it should just be the Doom here, so not much other risks they should have to take here. S4 gonna try and use his Drunken Brawler to engage, but Fly should be really the one to engage here. Kaka could potentially be in a dangerous situation. S4 might be in the more dangerous situation. He get doomed. Locked down. Scorched Earth going to be come out from 11 as he tries to give way to Chase. The rest of the members of KG get zoned out by the Terrorize. Bramble Maze going to come out to try and zone 11 in to the rest of the members of EG as the Doom does not prove useful in this situation, unfortunately. Tries to put some pressure on them, which is good, but doesn't result in a kill, which is probably the worst case scenario for every Doom you have. Now EG have all their team fighting ultis, and KG are probably missing their most important one, to stop the Ursa from fighting, or the Primal Split from going off. Like, Doom is so good in this game. We're probably going to see a Linken's Orb from S4 soon after his blink, I think. He's probably going to go Lincoln Sphere. Oh, as he gets hit by the Bramble Mace coming with the Cursed Crown. The Paralyzing Cast going to slow him down long enough. Malefice get the Shadow Realm is probably going to finish him off unless the Scorched Earth gives him enough heal. Dream Coil out on crit though from KG's Yi. As the Whisk goes, hits 4 members of EG. A good combo out from them. Illuminate going to try and finish off crit. Shadow Realm to dodge the attack though as he manages to survive. Stormhammer on RTs. The Old Chicken's going to try to finish off crit. Crit's going to go down almost immediately. Prime Split off from S4 though. Try to make a difference in this fight. Stun out on Old Chicken. Tossed up into the tornado is Puck by the Panda Bear as Chicken going to take the brunt of the Ursa here as Arteezy picks up a kill. Sumail in the mid lane picking up another tower as the Death Ward finally comes up for Fly. Pin and Mouse going to lock down Yi as 2 members of KG, Kaka, and Yi going to get picked up. 4 for 1 in that fight, right? For EG. As Sumail uses the Dark Rift to make a clean rotation in the mid lane. Looks they want to potentially jump on 11 here again. Could try to get a Bramble Maze. Combination with the Terrorize that's about to come up too. I think it's going to be a Cursed Crown Bramble Maze combo, right? Oh no, looks like EG... Okay, they TP'd in a different direction. Tried to jump on him, but I think it was low poor timing. If all of the members of EG went to mid tower and just straight up jumped on him, there's a potential. Since a lot of members of KG went for that rotation using their TP scrolls in the top lane. But Arteezy is just going to pick up a nice clean kill here. As actually the Terrorize Pit and Malice combo into 2 members of KG. Yilif looking in a bit of trouble, but the Doom's going to be able to get out. Unfortunately not rooted down by the Pit of Malice. The Malefice, though, or the Maledict, might do enough damage to kill him as a Scorched Earth. Doesn't give him any healing. He's not in any minions. Needs to get a Devour or something off, or potentially deny himself as the last tick of Maledict. Not going to be enough, fortunately for him. Pops is trying to get back up to a good health total, but EG taking another advantage in this fight, looking like it might just be a 2-0. But it's only a 2k gold lead. Atos from Sumail though now, so kills should be a lot easier. As Dark is going to be the victim this time around. Wisp is not up to save him. That's not good. But like I said, support kills not as important as carry kills. If they had found Chicken there, I probably would have called this game over. Chicken picking up the Echo Saber first and then opting for the Blink Dagger. So going full carry build, looking for as much DPS as he can. I expect him to go for BKB next because that's probably the priority. Yep, after the Blink. So he's going to want to fight after another 3,000 gold or 5,000 gold, somewhere around 5 to 6,000 gold. His net worth round being around 5,700. Yeah, like I said, he's going for that 7,000 or so net worth power spike. EG just looking on the top side of the Dire jungle here, really just looking for a pick. Kaka should be in the neighborhood for an optimal pick, but he's in the tree line. Crit should have spotted him in this situation, but the Atos is going to go out onto Yi instead, who doesn't get the illusory orb out. Doesn't get that jaunt, but the Dream Coil going to disengage pretty well. Should get another Dream illusory orb out. Narrowly skips with his life, but the paralyzing cast actually does tag, and the primal spit might be able to catch up to him as a stun. Misses barely with the phase shift. Could be another stun coming up though as the Atos. Oh, another illusory orb. The other old John gonna dodge again as a Primal Split gets his time taken down enough. Curse Crown onto the Doom along with the Terra is gonna try and combo together. The Wisp, however, gonna hit 5 members of EG on that side. Death Ward, however, gonna come out interrupted by the Wisp almost immediately. Fly, that was a mistake. 11 gonna try and capitalize off of his Doom as we see 2 splits on the fight here. KG gonna refocus and trying to get as many kills as they can. Claiming the kill onto Fly in that situation. The best that they can do, I think, with what they had. Too many members of KG, too low health to really take advantage. And Chicken, I think, he used his ulti God Strength for the Ancient Camp as a crit. Now in a bad situation. Does manage to get hit by that Avalanche. But the Dark Rift should be able to save him actually in this situation. Yep, Sumail going to be able to save his buddy. Pretty good use of the ulti, I think, overall in this game. So, yeah. I think the Unallored Workers, the pick is working out pretty well. I mean, he's just working out utility. Firestorm is zoning out really well. In combination with the Terrorize Pit of Malice combo is pretty good. Not gonna lie, Pit of Malice route into Atos route into another Pit of Malice route is not too bad. As a blink onto 11 again, looking to punish him as much as possible. The Doom probably being the most pivotal member of KG right now. KG looking for a response possibly as they do get the 3-man Dream Coil. God Strength going to be available for this fight this time. His old Chicken trying to go ham on the S4. S4 is not a Primal Spin, nor Drunken Brawler, so he can be able to die. Unfortunately for him, as Pit of Malice goes out onto another member's KG, Yi going to be in a bit of trouble again as he gets another kill, or gets another death tacked onto his score. Old Chicken also going to be in a spot of trouble as Curse Ground with the Pit of Malice going to lock him up. Too much CC from EG for KG to really do anything right now. They need those BKBs. The puck is not in a good position in these fights, and he's overestimating the catch the EG have. Like, there's too many things for him to dodge, you know? He has to dodge Root, he has to dodge Bramble Maze, he has to dodge Pit of Malice, he has to dodge Atos, he has to dodge Paralyzing Cask, the Rock from the Primal Split Earth Bear. There's just so many like opportunities for CC that can lock him down and prevent him from being super slippery. So unfortunately, he's not being the most optimal in fights with his positioning, and that's punishing. And EG is punishing him for it. As Dark trying to check the Roche Pit, doesn't look like EG are on it. Could have been a good move actually potentially, but I don't think Arteezy has any lifesteal, right? If we take a look, he does have the regen actually. The healing from the Witch Doctor with the Voodoo Restoration could be enough to let him Roche, but yeah, he went for the drums build, so he doesn't have any regen. So, any health regen or lifesteal, so that's going to make it a lot harder for him to Roche. As Smoke out from KG, possibly looking at a rotation out on RTC. RTC's back in the jungle though, so KG going to try and wait for him to show up on this camp, but they don't spot him out unfortunately, yeah. So, wasted Smoke a bit there. As EG potentially looking for a smoke play here. S4 does have his Blink Dagger fly with the Urn. Atos out on Sumail, obviously with a hood now, so he's a lot tankier. So things could be a lot different this fight, as the ward is removed from mid by Dark. Dark also potentially in a precarious situation. Arteezy doesn't notice him though, until the rotation from Kaka, so. For now, they're looking for Roche. EG in a good position as KG pretty much spread all out across the map, looking for as much farm as they can to get back in this game. TP though on the Shrine by Yi. It pings out on a Roche, so they should be able to spot it. Yep, Jig is up. Root out, however, from the Breville Maze on the two members. Kaka as well as Dark in a bit of a situation as Primal Spit is activated. Ursa gonna be able to pick up the quick first kill. The Pin of Malice actually manages to tag the puck, and the Storm Bear puts him up in the air. The other little jaunt not gonna be enough in time as the Death Ward is also committed for 3 kills out from EG on a KG. 4K lead right now with double the kills. That's surprisingly low for such a commanding lead, I think. Like, for how dominant EG are looking, they're pretty not in the gold lead. And like I said, EG don't really have much lifesteal, but they do have got a good amount of tanky heroes, so Roche isn't going to be too hard for them. Aegis obviously going to go to the way of Arteezy as the Dark Rift comes out onto the fountain. Okay, so EG just looking for the reset on the map. Not really too concerned about their jungle or their camps. Just going to make that quick rotation back out and begin pushing in these lanes. Obviously, you're going to want to try and prioritize Roche as the ping comes out, trying to look for someone farming this jungle here. Arteezy potentially looking to zone out for the bounty rune, I believe, since they're setting up a minute ahead of time. Arteezy trying to look for someone who's picking up these camps. Yeah, he's just looking for someone to walk up from tower, but no one's going to make that decision. Does not get spotted by the tower there, so Dire have no idea where Arteezy is at this point in time. No wards out, so Arteezy is just going to continue walking through the jungle, trying to look for a pick here. Dark going to be the only one in the bottom lane though, trying to reduce or buy as much time for his team as he can to continue to push, but he's going to get collapsed on from Arteezy here. The full rotation now gets his enrage off to improve his Fury Swipes damage, but the Bramble Mace try to lock him down, manages to avoid it, but that's enough of a detour for Crit and Arteezy to catch up. Quick kill from Dark to claim his kill, but yeah, EG also managed to pick up the bottom tier one too. No response from KG as they're still pushing the lane. Kaka being the only one there to push as the rest of KG just still in the jungle farming, so maybe they're just looking to stabilize the net worth. 11 second on the leaderboard, so still doing pretty well for himself. Should have been able to fight last time, but yeah, the BKB is going to be too much of a required item, so he prioritizes it over the blink. Should he have? Probably. And it's a good idea to do so as Arteezy tries to get the immediate jump onto Yi, who TPs the tower. Dreamcoil is going to hit him though as he uses a rage pretty early. 3-man Pit of Malice though from Sumail. The Fury Sights come down. Will-O-Wisp lock down those two members though as the Doom goes out on Sumail. It looks like they're abandoning Arteezy. The Age is going to get popped pretty quickly as the BKB out from Old Chicken. Last hit in the proc Arteezy's old Aegis, but that's not the right positioning for him to go down. So the Primal Split almost, oh my god, the Primal Split finally goes down. Dark managing to pick up the last hit on the Fire Bear. Old Chicken killed the Earth Bear right in time for that to happen, as the Bramble Maze is going to be a bit of a bad position here for KG. They're going to turn around. EG looks like. Sumail going to come in together with the Death Ward from Fly. Pit and Mouse going to lock up 3 members, as the Curse Ground going to lock up 3 members of KG too as well. Yule's out from onto 11 as KG are looking out for a re-engage. The Dark Rift coming up from Sumail though. Flying Crit not in time to get into it, but yeah, gonna jump into the last second. Pretty good coordination from EG there to minimize their casualties, as they lose pretty much no one for that. S4 unfortunately the only casualty, but that was a pretty close kill. Like, he literally died right as the Primal Split was about to end. Oh, that's sad, but it happens. Was it the urn? Did he have an urn? No, he just hit him. I think it was just a regular auto from the minions that killed the Storm Bear, or the Fire Bear. And then the Storm Bear was already dead. The Earth Bear died to the last hits from Old Chicken from Sven. But yeah, pretty close fight. KG still looking like they can put a stand here, or make a stand here, so not too bad. The team fighting ulti is looking like they're working out pretty well. If they get a good Doom, then it might be a pretty clean fight, as the Rebel Maze, along with the Corpse Crown going out on the Old Chicken, potentially in a bit of trouble here, but no real DPS to follow up on it. Yeah, Arteezy is their only burst. It's like, you need him to fight, as the Atos comes out onto Yi, along with the Pit of Mouse to root him again. Firestorm, yeah, looks like the bit of a mistiming there, and or a wrong order there. I think he would have gone for the Pit of Mouse first, but the Atos has longer range, so he was probably out of range for the Malice, or Pit. But otherwise, not much else going to happen. EG obviously in the commanding lead, going to try and get as many objectives as they can. Arteezy looks
Dire's
like he's
top
trying to get
tower is
back
under
up in
attack.
net worth, looking for a specific item.
Dire's
Already has
structures are
Bastion, is going
fortified.
for BKB. Not getting Blink at all this
Radiant's
game.
middle tower
Okay.
shouldn't have to take this abuse. Are those
Potentially worth
cracks in
it. I think
Dire's
he has
top
good enough
tower?
entry in a lot of these fights that
Dire's
he's
top
doing good
tower
enough
has
damage, but like
fallen.
they're going for picks on the people
Radiant's
as a
bottom
group and they don't
tower is
really have
under
the follow up to
attack.
kill like a tanky Sven or a tanky Doom. So they really do need the Ursa there to finish off kills on those people. And if they do get picks on those people, then it's way better than getting a pick on like a support that this three-man cell can kill, but it's just not the optimal kills.
Radiant's
Potentially
middle
looking on a
tower
move
shouldn't have to
onto
take
Yi
this
here, but he
abuse.
blinks out into the trees. Yeah, notices the rotation. Gonna try and avoid it overall. Crit not wanting to commit anything other than the Bramble Maze here. Just looking through the trees for a quick second. Sumail should be able to throw a Thunderstorm. The Terrorize to try and give him vision, but Yi's gonna be out of there as Yi is going to be out of there as the smoke out from KG. Looks like they're making the rotation to the top lane. Yi kind of calling them
Radiant's bottom
over,
tower's got
saying, hey, the
problems.
Ursa's mid. We could try to go for a good fight here. EG are unaware of what's happening. The blink out almost immediately from Old Chicken onto Sumail. Terrorize isn't going to go off in time as the Wisp is going to CC him on long enough. Doom's going to go out well to lock down that kill. Sumail unfortunately, going to be the casualty. There's EG caught unawares. The only casualty, though, as Crit's going to be able to... Oh, no! Tries to Shadow Realm and TP up the Avalanche. Nice move from Kaka. Going to be able to lock him down. Stuck in the trees. And a second kill going out from KG. Really nice play to lock down the TP from Crit there. Noticing and being pretty self-aware that that is the only place that the Dark Willow can go to for safety. So good play overall by KG to make that quick rotation. Smoke was caught EG completely unaware
Radiant's
there.
top tower
So
is under attack.
good potential
Radiant's top
for a
tower has
comeback here
fallen.
from KG though. Yi bit of a awkward position, yeah. Managed to use the phase shift to dodge damage so he can get a good blink out. The brownies are gonna get claimed evenly on
Radiant's
both
top
sides, it looks
tower
like.
has looked better.
That's probably one of the things keeping them in this game is the trade-off of bounty runes, just continuously giving them gold. So the income's pretty steady. I mean, they're not like EG aren't using the bounty runes to get a huge advantage, you know. Though they have gone 1 to 3 on bounty runes, a good amount. Not sure, but if we take a look at the net worth overall, Sumail's still pretty in commanding lead, but the fact that he has so many items doesn't like
Dire's middle
directly
tower is under
correlate to being in the lead in terms of like team fights, you know, like this Underlord isn't going to do much other than be utility with pipe and mech and stuff like that. Honestly, you could have gotten a Crimson, I think, in this situation, potentially been good. The pipe's a good buy, though. The pipe and mech combination, I think, is good buy. He's going for the Guardian Goose next, which is really nice. Purges. Kaka, actually, in a bit of a precarious situation, managed to get his Blink. Doesn't have Blink proc, so gets force staffed over the high ground. Arteezy trying to commit with Enrage, kill the BKB, but EG have overcommitted. Looks like Doom's going to come out shortly. The Blink, BKB out from 11, almost gets bursted down by Arteezy, but the action comes out almost immediately. Both supports of EG are already dead. The Will-O-Wisp going to try and CC up Arteezy, gets locked down, killed almost immediately after that. S4 with the Earth Bear, gonna barely make it out. Primal Smith committed there too. Too many ultis committed, and all the supports of EG dead before they could even make a fight. Yeah, that's sad. But good engage by KG. Really identifying that the mistake was made by EG there. EG really looking for too many awkward engages. Yeah, they have like, so they have the catch.
Radiant have
They have more than enough
fortified
catch.
their
They have CC,
structures.
Atos, stuns,
Radiant's middle tower is
roots,
under
everything they would need
attack.
to put someone in like one position for a long, like keep person in one place for a long amount of time. Is S4 actually going for the thunderclap on the two people? Kaka gonna get force staff as Pin Malice hits 11, could potentially take advantage of this. The Atos, oh no, hits the mud golem. Sumail unfortunately missing his target with the point and click spell, point and click item active.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Bit of a
attack.
disaster there, but as I was saying, EG like they have the pick to like go onto someone and lock them down, but they don't have a follow up to like do the damage they need to kill someone, which is pretty much just because of this Underlord pick. As RTZ walks up the ramp pretty confidently looking for an engage, already bursted down at more than half health, so EG are gonna peel back off of that. RTZ looking a little too confident in this game. Cowboy Ursa, cow poking around. He did have the basher though, and it was a little unfortunate they didn't bash the Doom long enough to finish him off, but Ursa is literally their only burst, right? Like they don't have the burst from anyone else. The Primal Split is meant for just CC and disruption. The The Underlord is meant for just CC and like utility, so nothing much else they can do other than set up for a big wombo combo with the Terrorize, Pin and Malice into Death Ward, I guess. The blink out from Kaka to try and catch S4 out before he gets his Primal Split, but the Bramble Maze. Blink out from S4 is pretty good. Bramble Maze try to lock him down, but Kaka picks up an Invis rune to get him out of there. Old Chicken trying to go for the engage onto a support, but the Shadow Realm from Crit is timely, so it dodges the Storm Hammer, or prevents him from casting a Storm Hammer on him, so not much else to say. No backdoor protection from here on the EG mid tier 1, so it's going to go down pretty quickly. 11, along with Old Chicken, pretty tanky, so they're going to walk up onto this top ramp here, looking for a pick. Crit going to give him the Cursed Crown together with the Yule's combo. Bramble Mace locking him down together with the Pill and Malice. Jump in from immediately, almost from S4. Primal Spike going to go off together with the BKB from RTZ. Old Chicken, however, together with that Will-O-Wisp going to hit his BKB, go headlong for the supports with E. Dark Rift going to be disengaged. EG needs to leave that fight. What are they doing? What else do EG have to offer? Like in this situation, what did they do? Oh wow, what a nice blink from S4, right in between the avalanche procs. Good timing, good attempt from Kaka to try and time it perfectly and interrupt him, but he does manage to get punished for it. It's a lockdown from Bramble Mace together with the Cursed Crown. Disengaged though from KG is too strong as RTZ really just trying to get into a fight, but can't manage to find a good entryway. Yeah, it really probably needs like a blink or an instant engage. It's just, EG, their only DPS is an Ursa who doesn't have blink, so awkward fights is all I can say for EG. It's just they had such a commanding lead, but they can't take advantage of it because KG just now are just too tanky. They're just too tanky, and they're just too many people in one fight that they just can't focus down together. Like, not too much else they can say about his S4. Goes for the aggressive blink on the high ground. The Pin of Malice get lost. 3 members of KG. Big fight here from EG. Could be a nice turnaround from what they've been seeing lately in these fights as Stormhammer comes out and 2 members of EG. Yule's out onto 11. Buybacks from the supports of KG, so they could be going for a turnaround as Old Chicken pops his BKB. Trying to look for a pick on anyone as E on the back line, trying to get a pick off on a fly. Unsuccessful. The Stormhammer misses S4. E in the roast pit though does get hit by the Terrorize, so he's gonna have to go down. Yeah, punishment for him for fortunately getting locked down there in the roast pit. Buyback almost immediately though. Doesn't have TP, so he's gonna have to just walk out back into the roast pit or back to Roche. But EG already off it, looking to restabilize with a quick shrine. Might be going for that rotation back. Yeah, pushing back mid now that the wave has finally caught up with them. Pretty good fight overall, I'd say. EG need to look for those choke points where they can get nice pits of malice in together with the Bramble Mace. They really just need to like cause chaos in the ranks of KG to be able to utilize their damage as efficiently as they can. Like if they don't catch KG off guard or like try to disrupt their formation, then KG are just gonna run straight into the back line and kill everyone. And the Doom's gonna isolate one member and like eliminate them from the fight. Like if he gets Doom off on S4 before S4 can Primal Split, it's gone. It's over. If they get a Doom on an RTZ before he enrages, then it good possibility it's over too. But like EG just have to disengage if a Doom goes off. There's nothing else they can do if a Doom goes off into those guys. Sumail, he can tank it, but obviously you want those abilities to be available for the team fight. Wombo combo. KG looking for Roche again, but EG are on a flank with a smoke, trying to lock down Old Chicken, who does manage to have a BKB up again. Shorter duration though. He's a pumps God Strength, blinks straight on the Fly. Fly's gonna have to go down since he doesn't have any safety items. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to keep him off of that Sven, so slight misstep here from Fly, not being able to pick up a Glimmer Cape or Force Staff or anything else for that matter to make sure his Death Ward goes off. Really only getting the Spirit Vessel, which is only effective against tankier heroes that don't have BKB, like no one on King Gaming. Like Doom has a BKB, Sven has a BKB, Tiny is not relevant. Like Tiny is just there to blink an avalanche and perhaps toss someone away or toss someone in the fight. Displace them, let's say. But yeah, I mean just like your Spirit Vessel's useless. The guys just have BKB. Like it doesn't like I don't know. I think it was just a bad choice. EG were playing for like what they saw at that point in the game, but they should have been expecting they shouldn't have been expecting a late game scenario either way. Like if they're gonna play like this where RTZ doesn't have like they don't have the damage to kill anyone other than the supports, unless they have RTZ, then it's just so hard to do anything. Is EG looking for a potential smoke again? KG just gonna sit on the high ground and wait for them, looking for a better engage, trying to catch EG off guard, but EG just walking up the ramp here. Pings out to try and catch someone to cover this mid wave, but doesn't look like anyone's making the rotation. S4 could try to walk up to the bottom Dire Shrine here, as Arteezy does have Overpower up. They're just looking to jump onto someone who's covering this wave, but no one's going to make a commitment for it. All members of EG are off the map, so KG have to play really carefully. 11, however, probably going to be the victim here. Does pop his BKB as soon as he spots them, so not much else they can do. Arteezy just has to get a bash off. It doesn't have blink. See, this is the problem. Ursa just doesn't have that pull the trigger motion. And BKB is eventually going to wear off. Pitter Malice along with that force staff going to push him into the wrong direction, unfortunately. Primal Split is committed, however, so S4 and EG need to pull the trigger now onto another carry, potentially. They can't really fight without the Primal Split, right? Like, they need to kick a catch off someone as the Tornado goes up on an old chicken. He has BKB, though, now, so yeah. Just using the two other bears to try and zone. Try and go for something, but Primal Split now on cooldown. Potentially a risky Roche here. Looks like KG are going to try and contest. They make for the return smoke play. Sumail and Fly are going to try and zone, but Sumail's going to get doomed, right? He's going to get hit almost immediately. God Strength to the BKB from Old Chicken's going to burst him down. He goes down. Wisp out on the Fly as well as Crit. Fly's going to go down to Old Chicken as well. S4 also going to be a bit of trouble. He passed Proc Drunken Brawler, so he dodges the attacks. God Strength not going to finish him off with the Atos out on Old Chicken. RTZ managed to pick up that Aegis. The rest of the members KG just helplessly looking at the teammates suffer across the river. The blink out from Yi to try and make the pick out on S4, who does have, does not have Primal Split anytime soon. So Old Chicken really just looking to disengage after that kill. Atos, however, goes out on him again. Does not have BKB, so it's going to be lights out for him here. Curse Ground going to be able to lock him down for the remainder of his life. EG managed to get the advantage there. Only have to lose two supports. They lose Sumail and Fly in exchange for that, but the buyback from Sumail going to secure the fight there for them, as EG just looking to push up onto these racks. God, if this game goes on any longer, then KG are going to win, I think. Like, EG just don't have enough tools to have a strong enough late game. Like, this Underlord doesn't have, like, any, like, permanent damage from attribute, or, like, doesn't have the talents. Oh, he did actually get the attack speed talents. Pimpcast Malice on at 11. Trying to get a pick there, but unsuccessful. So he does have the attack speed buff. Oh, the cast range buffs. The TP mistakenly out from 11. Doom straight out onto S4. S4 looking to be a bit of trouble. He does have Primal Split, but won't be able to use it now since he's doomed. But the Dark Rift save from Sumail disengages all members of EG back to the base. S4 fortunately alive now. Really good engage from KG, but weren't able to lock down that Underlord or interrupt his Dark Rift. So that's going to be advantage to EG for that play. 11 is still down. Does have buyback, but doesn't have to commit it in order for KG to defend their racks. Pretty good overall from both teams. I'd say it's a pretty good performance. I think KG are not executing as well as EG, but they have the comp that's going to win in the later parts of the game, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, so if we're being completely optimistic here, like, the only reason KG would lose a fight is if they screw up their engage and they lose their BKBs in exchange for no deaths on AG. Like, if you don't kill Arteezy, S4, or Sumail in the first engage while your BKBs are active, then you probably lost. The only way EG lose is if they don't, like, get a good combo in. Like, I think there needs to be decent Pit of Malice. I think there needs to be, like, decent zoning tools available to keep everyone else out of the fight, where they try to kite out the BKB active members of KG. That's probably how they have to go through fights. It's just like, you have to get a surprise pick, or just like push straight into their team and get the advantage and like try to catch them off guard and like force them to try to make a retreat instead of fighting back. Or you have to like just wait out for like a good time for you to go in. Like when bait out, you know, in the best situation they bait out God Strength to bait out their BKBs, but in all honesty the best they can do is probably bait out BKBs. I doubt they're gonna have to they're gonna be able to bait out like Doom or anything else like that, but that's how it is for EG right now. So they're in a precarious situation. In all honesty, the next fight they lose could possibly be a straight racks from KG here, because if they have God Strength still active when they push, then it could be very dangerous. The Curse Crown gonna go out immediately onto Yi. Could possibly be dangerous here for him, as Crit does have the Bedlam here together with the burst. Oh my god, he's gonna go down. Crit with the perfect execution to pick up that kill onto KG's mid laner, and that's going to give an opening for the rest of EG to push. Crit with the most influential play, I think, of this entire game so far. as the flank out from KG straight out on Sumail. Dark Drift not going to be available as the Wisp blocks up 3 members of EG. BKBs are popped. Death Ward, however, from Fly outside of the ward. Going to be able to zone out the support split. Primal split does come down to Sumail. Goes down, unfortunately, for EG. But Trit is back here for the turnaround. 2 members of KG stuck in that Bramble Maze. Doom going to go down together with the Sven. Old Chicken going to be able to buy it back as Kaka gets stuck up into Yules. He's going to have to go down as well as Old Chicken going to try to make a return kill. Or make any return on what he can here. Arteezy, though, does have Aegis, so he is going to be able to revive here in a sec, as 11 does buy back and commit it. So this is going to be a dieback from 11 if he does manage to die, but he does not. Aegis, though, pop from Arteezy. EG are going to be the backfoot here as the Dream Coil going to go down to 2 members. That's where it does not have Primal Split anymore. It goes down. EG going to try to make a turnaround together with Arteezy. The Curse Crown goes on to Yi, putting him out of the fight for a couple seconds. Luminate going to continuously pressure EG, constantly getting waves of damage out onto them as the Illusory Orb going to try and go out. Arteezy going to make one last stand before he goes down with the Enrage, but it's not going to be enough for him to make a kill happen. So pretty complicated fight there. EG had the advantage, but KG committed their buyback, so they made a good return play. Very dangerous for 11 there. Almost potentially giving away a dieback, and that could have closed out the game, but about 100 health away from that scenario. As Crit, again, going for the pick out onto E, but doesn't have mana for Bedlam, or didn't want to commit Bedlam? I don't know. A really odd choice by him, but he's going to have to get punished for that, as EG on the back foot here. KG taking a lead as Old Chicken chasing down Fly. Just decides to commit God Strength for it. He goes onto this tier 2 tower potentially. All 5 members of EG are down right now. Offlaner, Sumail, and S4 are going to come up here in order to defend against this Sven, but it's not much else they can do. I mean, they're only the 2 frontliners. Like, they don't have any damage to keep them out. So if KG were grouped up here and they decided to continue pushing their racks, they could have maybe made something work with these cooldowns now that Crit is dead as well, but a little hesitant to pull the trigger, it seems. They just want to play a little slower. I mean, they do know, I mean, they're pretty confident in their late game, right? You have to be if you have a Sven and Tiny for position 4. Like, there's nothing much else you can do. But their PKB timers are running down. Should be at about 5 seconds now for everyone. Doom should have 5 seconds as well. Yeah. Arteezy probably has 5 seconds on his. Yeah. BKB cheese from Sumail, so he'll be able to survive unless he gets doomed. S4 and Sumail are probably the biggest targets for Doom, since the Dark Rift will allow them to leave if someone else gets doomed, but the Primal Split will allow them to fight if someone else gets doomed too, so not too sure. I guess the Doom has to go out on Sumail, supposedly, but I don't know. It could also go out on Arteezy, but Arteezy had Aegis there. Obviously, Arteezy is the most optimal choice to get doomed. If they can burst him down in time, that is. If they can't, then Dark Rift is going to get him out safely, and they need to doom Sumail. But I feel like you have enough control for Sumail. I don't know. If Kaka goes for a crazy toss and tosses Sumail so that the rest of EG don't get teleported, that would be insane. I would highly respect that as pings out. Dire going to scan this ramp here, potentially wary of EG, looking for a push into the jungle. As they are all grouped, yeah. They're all going to try and stay together as much as they can to prevent UG from going for a surprise play. Like, that's the only way they lose right now at this moment in time, is if UG try to go for a pick right now and do get a nice pick and go for that mid push. So KG are going to try and stay as close as they can at the moments where they think EG are going to try and push them. But since they have the safety now with the entry wards along the river, they should be able to spot anyone coming here. As we're going to be spotted in the top lane. As the rest of EG, you're going to spot the Doom here, 11 in the river. Smoked up, so Doom doesn't know what's going on. 11 actually committed his blink here, so it could be a possible dangerous situation. Is Crit going to get the Yules out onto him? Doesn't manage to get the Curse Crown, but 11's going to hit his BKB. No other spell piercing abilities to be able to follow up, but Old Chicken and Kaka are here on the rep together with E. They're going to be able to go for a follow, come back, straight Stormhammer on the 3 members. Arteezy managed to get the instant BKB, but the other 2 members of EG, Crit and Sumail, are going to go down. Cheese popped from Arteezy, so he's going to be able to survive for a little longer, but that Wisp is too much CC for him as he goes down. Fly also going down as well. Like I said, pick here from KG is probably going to guarantee them a Rax at this point in the game, but Yeah, like I said, this is a very precarious position for EG. If they get caught or if anything happens to them during that duration, then things are gonna be pretty bad. As for in a bit of trouble here, does have a blink dagger, but not really willing to use his primal splits
Radiant's middle
to
tower is under
escape. Yeah,
attack.
it looks like he's gonna get him in it now.
Radiant
It's
structures
really the
are
only thing that he was
fortified.
looking for by continuously trying to
Dire have
block and
fortified the
pressure
structure.
S4. Not much else he can do, but
Radiant's
S4
middle
unable to
tower
protect
is
this
under
tower.
attack.
Is gonna have to watch old chicken continuously bash on it. Um, Obviously, he's going to come back to the Earth Bear. As for it, going to be really too slow. Could potentially get jumped on here by the rest of the members of KG. The Scion's going out, but S4 does have that instant blink, so S4 is just really good with that blink. That's crazy. He blinks out almost immediately as the primal split ends, so props to him. But KG obviously going to get the advantage here with that four-man
Radiant's middle
or
barracks
that
under
four-kill
attack.
team fight. Going to be able to lock out two lanes of Rex here for against the Radiant. So
Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen.
two lanes of barracks for EG potentially is gonna not pick up that ranged Rex mid. Okay, I mean pretty easy since it's a ranged barracks. Doesn't regenerate its health, so should be a quick and easy pickup next time KG win a fight. But in all likelihood, the next fight's probably gonna be their last, as both teams really in a position to try and make a deciding fight. KG turning that net worth gold lead around almost on a dime. Straight up from 5k to a commanding 12k lead now. So yeah, I mean EG just not prepared to handle like the KG's comp. KG are constantly power farming, constantly clearing jungle, and the rest of EG are just sitting together watching RTZ and S4 clear camps. It's just not the most optimal situation in a late game scenario where someone like Sumail is the mid laner and has an Atos and three other defensive items. Like they're all aura items, all heal, all defensive. Crimson, Pipe, and Guardian Greaves on him. So there's no DPS. There's nothing they can do. Like against Sven, they just have to have the Ursa slap him 50 times. And the Doom also has to get slapped by Ursa 50 times. So, I mean, KG did a pretty good job drafting their comp here. Like, there's multiple targets for the Ursa and no one else to try and focus them down except for potentially the Death Ward or a Wombo combo with the ultis. EG actually going for a smoke here. Might be looking for this deciding fight now as 11 precarious situation is E on the backside too. Hits the Bramble Maze onto 11, but EG are hesitant to jump into this as the Bounty Rune does spawn. Pit of Malice, however, onto 4 members of KG could be the fight they're looking for as 11 pops his BKB. Doom out, however, onto S4. Dark Rift, however, going to be able to save him, it looks like, as, yep, Sumail just going to go for that quick disengage. Rest of the members of EG, though, however, yeah, have to TP out. Going to have to be careful here. Don't get jumped on again, but KG, unfortunately, got baited by EG. The Doom going to have to get expended there. The blink from S4 is pretty prompt and really nicely done. S4 been getting some nasty blinks off this game, so pretty good performance from him overall. It's unfortunate that the Brewmaster doesn't output a ton of damage, especially with a Drunken Brawler. Like he's doing like what, 260% crits, 260% damage crits on Drunken Brawler, which is so sad because he can't use it during Primal Split. It's just not happening. I mean, he could get Ags and get Drunken Brawler, I think, on the Storm Bear, right? Is that what it does? Oh, so if he gets Ags, the Earth Bear carries all the auras. Or no. No, the Earth already does carry the auras. And if I think the Earth Bear gets the Thunderclap, the Fire Bear probably gets Drunken Brawler, and then the Storm Bear probably gets Drunken Haze. Or something like that. Oh my god, Old Chicken has a double damage, still has half the duration on it. If he goes in with God Strength and a Daedalus, this could be a really bad fight for EG as they're looking for the Roche here, the Bedlam. Nope, just a Bedlam for crit to kill that illusion in the Roche pit. Make sure that they don't have vision there, but they do have Illuminate with the Illusory Orb, so I mean, there's never a point in time where KG don't have the vision. Should try to fight with this double damage, but it's gonna go down, unfortunately. Though, it looks like everyone's ready to fight. What kind of talents have Arteezy taken? He's not 25? What? That's not good. The Sven got 25 before Ursa did, and the Sven was really far behind. But I mean, that's what you get with the pick for this farming Sven. Blink out from E in the lane. EG are walking up looking for a pick, but Arteezy's not going to be able to find anyone. He doesn't have a blink to jump on this Ursa. If he had a blink and he stunned him, bashed him at that point, they would have gotten the pick. But Doom's just going to blink away. Stormhammer on Arteezy. The disengage is complete from KG. Could be potentially looking for a flank here, though. He might be getting caught out. He uses himself up. The rest of KG trying to collapse. Primal Split comes down. BKB activated from Old Chicken. Fortunately, E goes down almost immediately, but the Sven going to try and come and make a turnaround here. The Dark Rift getting channeled, trying to look for an escape, but EG are going to commit to this fight. The Primal Split's going to kill down Dark. He's going to go down immediately to Coddle, but this buyback from the Puck, as well as the Coddle come in, teleports to the Shrine as the Terrorize comes down. Doom going to go down, however, onto the Ursa. As the Will-O-Wisp catches two members of EG. Those two important cores are going to get locked down. Sumail going to get bursted down, as well as Arteezy, potentially a bad fight for EG. RTZ goes down. Other members of EG still looking decently healthy as actually S4 goes out onto Old Chicken looking for the kills. The Maledict finishes him off. Rest of KG looking to be on the back end of this fight. All the blinks coming out here as EG commit their buybacks for aren't able to look for a kill as Old 11 here. Gonna get hit by the Pill Mouse, but nothing else to go happen. I mean, pretty good fight overall. Is EG looking for potentially another fight? KG are in a position to look for as well as Kaka gets jumped on with the Thunderclap. Turn on the Tiny. Stormhammer gonna try and stun up a couple members of EG. EG aren't sure who they should be going for. They're going for the Sven actually is the Force Staff to push him out of position. Trying to look for the Doom, but the Blinding Light onto the high ground. Arteezy does not blink. He's not going to be able to escape. They're going to lock down the Ursa for the remainder of the fight. Three members of EG get hit by that Stormhammer. They immediately buy back again from crit onto the as he gets picked up from Old Chicken. The Dream Coil, however, onto S4 as the Sumail's Underlord gets locked down. Dark going to be using his Illuminate to just make sure that Arteezy doesn't get off that ledge. Does have BKB now together with his range, so he's going to try to make a turnaround in the fight. But the rest of his members are dead, unfortunately. Buybacks from Sumail and S4 could potentially look for a turnaround here, but Sumail's already going to go down, right? He has committed a buyback, so it is a dieback here. KG going to try and make a commitment to this push here. 5-man push against 3 members of EG who do not have buyback. Fly also in a precarious position. Does not have buyback in this. Oh, it does have buyback in this. Does not have buyback in this situation. He doesn't. He bought back earlier. That's right. So EG only have 2 members, the mid laner and the Brewmaster, and unfortunately, yeah, Sumail gonna try and make a stand here. He knows that this is the only point in time that he's gonna be able to defend successfully. So the Primal Split gonna try and come down from S4 as Sumail tries to make his last stand. Does have Pipe and Crimson Guard. Journalize gonna try and use the Dark Rift to escape as yeah, he does manage to use the Earth Bear from the Primal Split. However, not gonna be able to fight this Sven. Big crits coming down, killed the other 2 bears. The Earth Bear does go down. S4, unfortunately, does also have that dieback. 4 members of EG do not have buyback here, as KG are going to advance upon the racks. That's going to be game here, it looks like, as game 2. Wow, very exciting game. Didn't look to be that exciting for the first 20 minutes, however, as, oh wow, nice combo with the Dream Coil into the toss. Wolf's going to lock down Sumail's, yep, KG going to pick up the rest of the game. EG are going to call it. Game 3! I am disappointed. I am disappointed by both teams, I think, honestly, here. We'll talk about it, however, though, as we move into Game 3 here in a sec. Gonna try and end this video real quick, but let me give you a quick, probably 1 or 2 minute recap on what happened in this game. I'm disappointed by EG. The draft was bad. I don't like the draft. I don't think the Underlord pick was good, unless they had a way to split push down towers early. Like, I think EG are really missing one key element, and that's objective gaming. Like, EG haven't taken down towers other than just like when they get a pick and they push together. And that's not what you want to do. You want to be able to like macro and out-rotate the other team and get to the other side of the map before they do and take that tower before they take their tower. Because, I mean, you know, King Gaming also didn't draft split push, which is also, I think, a mistake from them as well. I think if they drafted a little bit of split push in this game, they would have been able to reduce the amount of losses they took so early on in the game and try to like stabilize with the gold you can get from towers. But yeah, just split pushing as well as just like tower taking, not really an element in this game other than like after the fact of fights. So I mean, EG, the draft was bad. Their only source of DPS was the Ursa, and the rest of it was utility and catch for a pick and to snowball, but they didn't snowball hard enough. The Sven stabilized, the rest of King Gaming stabilized and had much better late game picks. So, like, they just had, like, King Gaming just had to play for late game and they won. Evil Geniuses had to play for early game where they had to go for the team fighting execution with the Terrorize, which, I mean, they did a couple times, but not enough times that gave them enough time to push towers. Like, so many times EG got a good fight, and they got a good fight, and it was actually on the dire side of the map, but they never got tier 3s. They never broke through into the barracks And that was the worst part about it. Like just the fact I didn't have any way to break through towers. It just sucks. Like S4 got an assault curious, but that was way too late. They just need to get towers. They just need to get to the barracks before 30 minutes. But unfortunately, that's going to be the case. So fortunately for us, we get to see a nice, exciting game three. Hopefully, we see a pretty similar performance from both teams. I want to see Evil Geniuses come back with a different team composition. I don't like this idea of being aggressive the entire time and completely foregoing any elements of split push. Because like, if you want a snowball, you need split push, right? You need to take towers down fast if you want to be able to finish the game quickly. But that's not. That was a mistake of EG. So I'm excited for this game three. I really want it to be a nice game. But overall, I mean, both teams still really good execution in late game, so I appreciate that. But we'll move on to game three. As always, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to support me, I appreciate everything you guys do. So we'll see you guys in game three. Peace.